Hello, welcome everyone. Today we will understand what is Azure Active Directory, Enterprise Application and App Registration. Both are different categories and it will be confused with most of us will confuse what is this and why how to use it. So Azure App Registration is a way of reserving your app and URL with Azure Active Directory. So by which we can allow the apps to communicate with Azure Active Directory just by hooking up our reply URLs and enabling Active Directory services on it. So app registration is a way to register our apps and URL with Azure Active Directory. On the other hand, enterprise application uh, is a way to list of our service principal. In enterprise app generally refers to the application published by other companies in Azure Active Directory gallery that can be used within our organization. For example, if we want to integrate Facebook and manage SSO within our organization means we can integrate it and from the enterprise application drop down menu in the applications plate. Let us go and see here. So if you go enterprise applications, we can see here other organization applications. So Office 365 all from Microsoft. If you go under application, if you go means Azure Active Directory gallery, you can see any on-premises applications or other cloud applications. You can view it here. So Atlassian Cloud or Cisco, so all other application we can see it here. So cloud platforms. So these are all the other organizations applications. So but here app registration will provide a way to have our application which we developed and we want to integrate with Azure means we need to register our application using this app registration only. So we can configure here reply URL, logout URL and API access if needed. We have to provide in this app registration. New registration. If you go here and register an application means we can do this redirect URI, so web or single page application, whatever it is, we have to register here with the necessary details. So when we register our application here in app registration, Azure Active Directory assigns a unique application ID, so which will allow us to certain capabilities such as credentials, permissions and sign-ons, so that we can manage with this unique ID. And the by default settings which will allow only users that are registered to particular tenant. So when we sign into the account with the user account means, so in that particular tenant it will have those users only. It will not allow others to um, will not allow other users from other tenant. So in one more difference and the fact we have to understand from the enterprise application is our own application will also be represented in the enterprise application blade as service principal. so which will be an instances of our application in the tenant. So we can do with other company application also, or we can create our own application and it can be represented in enterprise. So this is the way to integrate the application, and here it is the way to register the application, and with that we have to give access to users and access permission we have to give in app registration blade. And here it is integrating the other company users to which we can use for other purposes. We will get some service principles. So sign in, single sign on, seamless single sign on, like that service principle we will be we can do from this enterprise applications. So let us see some other concept in Active Directory.